Hey, my Atlantic County peeps. I just wanted to give you an update on a couple things going on. Somebody I haven't spoken to in a while because you haven't returned my phone call, but that's okay. But just wanted to hope you're doing well, hope families are doing well. And just want to give you a little update on some of the things I've been doing and what I see happening. If you're reading the newspaper and you're paying attention to what's going on in Atlantic City, it could get very ugly with 8 or 10,000 people losing their jobs. Which means they're also going to, they're going to lose their income, they're going to lose their benefits. And my personal feeling, I've been pretty excited, not because people are losing their jobs, but I don't think there's a company in America who is in a position to do what Sozo can do at this time. One, we can provide income, and two, we can help people get, real paid health, vision, dental benefits, life insurance, and start a 401k retirement plan. There's nothing on the horizon which is going to come and help these people. And that reality is starting to set in the past few days, and this is why I'm contacting you, because I want you to hear what my message has been and the positive responses I'm getting. People are realizing that the governor's not coming to help us, Donald Trump's not coming to help us, Washington's not coming to help us, Warren Buffett's not coming to help us, the new pro bass shop over Atlantic City isn't going to help 8 or 10,000 people find a way to make money and have health benefits. There's no other company can help 8 or 10,000 people get health benefits. That's a reality. So when you work from that standpoint, I've been talking to some realtors, and I've been talking to some people in title companies, and I've been talking to some other business people in the area the past few days, and they really get what I'm saying, and they're thanking me for calling them. I just got off the phone with a guy who's one of the top commercial real estate salespeople in the county, and since he's looked at my information a couple of days ago, he goes, Mike, people are really starting to walk around asking, well, what's going to happen? Because people are realizing with that many people losing their jobs, it's going to affect restaurants. There will be restaurants closing. If we don't do something, if we don't come up with some answers, there will be restaurants closing. There will be car dealerships closing. There will be realtors who will be going out of business because there's not going to be anybody to buy homes. That's a huge impact. And only when you understand this and you get excited, only network marketing is scalable enough to help that many people on such a large scale. And only Sozo can help that many people get health benefits and life insurance and start a retirement plan. Nobody's positioned like we are. And last night I happened to be at a business meeting with a bunch of business people around, and as I walked around the room and I shared this idea with people, it was amazing how receptive they were when I talked about a new economy, the Coming Jobs War, and the book by Randy Gage, Risky is the New Safe. They talked about in the next 10 to 12 years, 40 million people are going to start home businesses. And it's amazing the response I get that people start getting that when I talk about the new business model is Amazon. The new business model is QVC. You go order it online, and your product, Big Brown, brings it right down the street, just like it brings our Sozo products every month if you're still using the Sozo product. And so what I'm finding is a lot of people are being receptive, and I'm really floating this idea out there that we have the answer, we have the answer, we have the answer. And with a sense of urgency, we need to do something. And I'm telling you, in the past couple of days, I've probably spoken to 15 people that I've called or people I ran into, and I talked to them, and people really have this sense that we need to do something different. And something I start floating out there too is, and this number is doable in Atlantic County. If 10,000 people start home-based businesses and we show them how to do their taxes right, and the average person saves $5,000 a year in their taxes by having a home business, that's 50 million tax-free dollars in our local economy that stays here instead of going to Washington. Last night the Chamber of Commerce was talking about the air show is going to bring in $42 million to the local economy. But that's not $42 million, that's not $42 million of discretionary income. By the time that gets all divvied up and they take taxes out of it and they pay employees and all kinds of stuff happen, we're lucky if the local economy sees $5 million. So when you understand what we have our hands on and our message, if we explain it, that we have a solution for people to get income, we have a solution for people to get health benefits, we have a solution for people to reduce their taxes $4,000 or $5,000 a year, and within a year, 10,000 people within a year, put 40 or 50 million dollars of discretionary income into the local economy. So we have a great message, and people I'm finding again. I'm letting you know. I'm sending you this video. You're going to get an email. You know, I'm really excited about this, and also I've been running into some people. I've been talking to people, and just people are open, people are looking, people are concerned. You know, and the other day, and I'm going to share a couple of these because when you get your antennas up and you get on, this idea of turning your business on 24/7. And again, I'm not Superman. I'm just sharing some things with you that maybe things will start clicking and you'll see what's going on. I go to pay my bill at Kohl's the other day, and I've gotten this habit now. Everywhere I go, I ask the people who are servicing me, hey, I'm not from around here, but I have a business. I'm expanding in the area. Would you know anybody who's looking to make some money, maybe $8,000 or $10,000 a month, part-time, and they could make much more depending on how much time and effort they want to put into it. So I asked that question to the lady after I paid my bill. I don't pay it online. I'll send a check. I want to talk to people. And I paid my bill, and I asked the lady there that question. Well, she kind of had a brain cramp. She didn't really know anybody. She asked me for a card. I gave her my card, and I just was walking away. And the lady behind me said, "Excuse me, sir, what are you talking about?" And behind me, as I talked to this woman, I just asked her some questions and asked her what she did. She told me she was retired, and I said, "Hey, you're too young to be retired," and come to find out she's on a disability retirement. She was a state security corrections officer, and just got her information. I just talked to her for 5 minutes, said, "I got to go." Got her information, didn't give her a card, called her up. She was very receptive. I sent her a presentation. She looked at the presentation. She wanted some information on taxes because she's having a tax situation. The last night I sent her to More Money, Lower Taxes, and we're supposed to talk and possibly meet on Friday. That's just an example of, people are looking, and I've just had a couple of them, lately where I just ran into people, and people wanted to talk. I have some business cards. I always grab business cards when I go somewhere and I see somebody that's in another network, and lo and behold, in the past week, I've had 2 people in other networks. Well, I'm not doing that anymore, but they're looking, So I really think the time is great. I think people are concerned. I think people are, they're upset. They're looking for answers, and I really think we can, provide those answers for people in this economy. I think we get our message straight. My message for days has been, nobody else can do what we can do. Only network marketing can help that many people. Only Sozo can help that many people get health benefits. And I just plant this seed that, again, I hate to be repetitive, but the world is changing. This is where the economy is going. 40 million people are going to start home businesses and work from home. Nobody has a better message than Sozo. So just want to share that with you. Boy, I'm drawing a blank here. I know there were some other people I talked to the other day, and beside the lady in Kohl's. Hold on 1 second. Got a new phone. Had to figure out how to turn it off. Boy, this is fun, going from a BlackBerry operating system to Android. Whoa. So anyway, today I was on a call. Sozo has a new chief operating officer. I'm pretty excited about this guy. He's got 47 years in network marketing. He's been a top earner in a couple companies. He's been trained by Jim Rohn, the world famous Jim Rohn, a guy by the name of Jerry Balla, Ballah, I think it is. And pretty sharp guy. I got on this call today. Another team had to call. I happened to see the number on Facebook and hopped on. And this guy is really sharp. And he's going to be pretty much taking over the day-to-day operations of Sozo. He has taken another company from $11 million to $240 million in sales under his watch. 47 years in the industry, this guy gets it. He's probably the best thing ever happened to us. There's supposed to be some new marketing websites coming up, I imagine, any day in the next week or so. A lot of good things happening. Convention in St. Louis. The instant Botox, a little birdie told me the instant Botox is going to be released. Imagine some of the women sitting around and putting this serum on getting 4 or 5 ladies in a room, putting it on one eye and watching the one eye look so much better than the other eye, and then they have to do the other eye because they want both eyes to look the same. So some really, really good stuff, some great testimonies. I just had a physical. All my blood markers were great. I insisted on getting a C-reactive protein test done, which is inflammation in the body. My test score was 1.0. That's the lowest risk factor for disease you can be for inflammation. I have very little inflammation in my body. 90% of all disease is caused by inflammation, so it's pretty good to know. My friend Tom contacted me, having some high blood pressure issues. Went over his house. He used to drink Monavie, and went over his house, signed him up, ordered 2 cases of juice while we're talking. I got him a cup of instant coffee. Now, while I was at his house, his blood pressure was 157 over 97. I said, dude, you're going to blow up. And it had been like that for a month. Can't get his blood pressure down. He drank a cup of coffee at 7:30 in the evening. The next morning, had a cup of coffee. First thing in the morning, had another one at 9 o'clock. Took his blood pressure at noon, and it was 130 over 85, I think it was. Took it again the next morning after drinking coffee in the evening and having another cup of coffee in the morning, and his blood pressure was 124 over 80 or 82, something like that. Guy's on fire. In 4 days, his blood pressure has been under 130 every single time. There's a video by Dr. Hunter, 12-minute video, explains all the clinical studies they've done. When Tom called me about his blood pressure, I just sent him the video and said, watch at the 3-minute 30-second mark, as Dr. Hunter explains how the coffee berry helps your blood vessels expand, be pliable, the blood flow, flows easier, your blood pressure goes down. He saw results in a matter of, I don't know, 18 hours, 16 hours, or something like that. And we verified it. I was there, and he keeps texting me his pictures of his blood pressure readings. He's got this fancy $200 machine. So, all right, a lot of stuff going on. I think in Atlantic County, we are in the best place right now. They say crisis equals opportunity. Nobody's got an answer like we do. We're not out there selling stuff. We have a solid solution for people. And if you want to rock and roll, you want to get together, we could do a webinar online, or we can get together, a cup of coffee, and talk about what we're doing. But I really see a bright future. And again, I want you to understand the people I'm talking to. I've been talking to some. I made a list of people I know that are like business people. I'm calling them up, and they are very, very receptive right now because they realize our economic futures in Atlantic County are at stake. And I think we got the answer. So, all right, if you want to talk, give me a call. God bless. Have a good day.